Morning guys, welcome to Tuesday the 17th. It's just about to get to 8 o'clock and I'm at work already. So just looking over the boys' winter field. Look, water's gone. So anybody who hasn't seen, I'll zoom in. The field that's over there, my big finger in the way, over that side of the hedge is flooded. You can just see a little bit of water in the far end down there where the horses are. She'll focus in. So yeah, we dried out a little bit, wind's taking a lot off. It's still all puddled down here. Really trammed it in. But we'll get on there with the rollers and the chain arrows and spikes, and hopefully going to get mole plough through it as well. Try and get it levelled off, because we have our cross country jumps which are there. You'll probably see them dotted around. So that's summer's kind of activities out here with the horses. Cross country gets opened up and we get to fix that as well. So that'll be some videos for this year. So yeah, so last night did a bit of a teaser at the end of the last video. There was something running away in the background and I asked you what it was. I'm just going to get down off this muck heap because we need to be down here. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, there's a fair bit there. That lot's going to go on that field over there. So I did ask you yesterday what was running in the background. Farmer P annoyingly got it right. It's not that truck there. So this is my 300 TDI. I've had this for about 6 years now. It was a pickup originally, like a standard pickup, so if you take Land Rover back over the top of it, take that bit off, and then the body that runs in line with the cab, it's one of those pickups. So 300 TDI, 144,000 on the clock. Done me well for about 6 years. We did modify it obviously because there's a back on it. So dual shocks in the back end and big heavy duty springs. Chassis rail across back and then the tipping points. And then the pump was mounted there and there. It's actually an electric pump because I didn't want a PTO one. You tend to find with PTO ones that you end up having to tip or drive. You can't do the two together, which is a bit annoying if the load don't want to come out very well. So 3 boards on the side, and you can drop these down, so that one drops down on its own and then leaves these 2 up, so you can just throw things in the bottom. She's done really well. The only mess up we did a little bit was that post fully welded in. We should have taken it off there and had an insert like Farmer P has, if you have seen him with his truck. But it does me well. It does all my bale moving and sand and gravel and whatever else I end up moving with it, which is quite a lot to be honest. Been a busy old truck, but she gets a bit long in the legs. So we kind of splashed out, and there she is. So this is the new truck, and there's a bit of a backstory with this one. So she's a TD5 110 high cap. I actually used to drive this a couple of years back. The lad who used to own it, I contracted to him, so she was hauling a Commander, Ransom Commander mower, so a big 5-gang mower, self-propelled, on a trailer, so she was up at 3.5 tons. And she towed really well. Really nice truck. So for the last 18 months I've been trying to get hold of her and buy it off him. So Kai cap is basically a little bit wider on the side there, and she's a little bit longer than standard as well. So if you look where cross member is just there, she's a little bit longer, a little bit wider than a standard one. But the difference between a TD5 and a 300 is ridiculous. Well, especially that 300. She's not been tweaked. She's had a little ECU tweak for towing, so she tows just beautifully. You would tow at 60 happily, used to go to Manchester and back on 62, and she'd go up every hill at whatever speed you wanted it to go at. She's also got Discovery transfer box in her, so she's a bit longer in the legs, but with the extra power she's alright. She can live with it. The cab inside, this lad looked after it really well. I mean, that's probably one of the nicest original cabs that I've seen. She's on 100 and, I think it's on 179,000. Dynamated around the back and under the footwells. Just done little tweaks as well, like the water, the jet wash on it coming up onto the arms of the wipers, so it actually cleans the windscreen for once. So yeah, she's good. He's also done a slick shift in the gearbox as well, so the throw on the gears are a little bit shorter. To be honest, I haven't noticed it too much, but hey, that's just me. I'll pretty much jump into anything and drive it anyway. And then you put these little lights in, but they aren't wired up, so I need to do something with her and put my sign on her, because I like the look of that truck. I don't mind that one, but it's just too plain and not me. Those wheels are supposed to be going on. I tried last night, and they actually stick out the tub about 1.5 inches. So over here that makes it illegal. You can't have wheels showing, not like in America where I think you can pretty much get away with murder. So I don't know how well you can see down the side of that truck, but if you follow the body line down, that's basically how much is sticking out, because my tub on the back of this is a bit wider. It sticks out more, but it's covered. That's legal in the UK because it's covered by the body. So yeah, I'm getting there. So I have to sort out the tyres on it and the wheels on it. There's a little bit of jobs to do, like the roof needs painting. She needs some new shockers on the back end, and then I think I'm going to take this plastic fiberglass top off as well. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Everything's up in the air at the moment, because that tub, that back is supposed to be going onto that, but I don't know if I'm going to. I think it's going to ruin truck, as in driving and running around. Yeah, I don't know. If you've got any ideas, just chuck them in the bottom and see. I'm open to ideas at the moment, but generally everything I have is something different to everybody else. I try and make them look different, sound different, whatever else. Hence why I've got an MB track and I've run mogs for a while. So yeah, that's it guys, I'm going to leave it there, and I shall catch you on the next one. Cheers, bye.